We recently saw a very big change, Ashish, in the industry, right, with the reclassification of the schemes, etc., etc. Now, while changing the name is one thing, but there is a whole shift underlying there, right, which is happening. Can you explain that to viewers? Should they worry about it? What's happened to some of the schemes they've invested in? What about past track record now? Is it a completely new scheme? What's been your experience on that front?
So I think the good parts of it are easier stated. The good part of this is that it puts the whole industry on a level playing field. Okay, for example, we used to run a mid-cap fund which we launched in 2014, and we had a difficult time in the last couple of years because initially we started off, but then last 2 years was difficult for us because our mid-cap approval said that stock number 101 to 200, 75% of the portfolio. Rest of the industry was running a mid-cap fund which was pretty much laissez-faire. They could do what they wanted because they were launched 15 years back, 20 years back when the definitions were not so stringent. Now what the regulation says that a mid-cap fund is stock number 101 to 250 and 65% of the portfolio. Now you can imagine what kind of difference it makes to people like us because we were really hamstrung and now we are on par with the industry. So I've just used my fund as an example. But the fact is that it now enables apples and apples comparison. In the past, we were comparing wrong things. That's the best part of it. Second, it makes the choices of funds a bit straitjacketed. So investors can decide that, okay, these are all mid-cap funds. I need to pick 2 of them. This is a mid-cap fund. I need to pick 2 of them, and they're done. Previously, it was very confusing for people to be able to pick. So these are the good parts of the regulation. The negative part of the fallout is that any which way when this regulation got into implementation, there was a bit of a meltdown in the small cap market and a bit of changes in the macros. Now, as a result, what has happened? As a result of the regulation, what has happened is that my sense out of the 8 lakh crores of equity assets, roughly 7.25 to 7.5 lakh crores has been pushed into top 250 stocks by market cap. And it has left a big vacuum in what is the so-called small and mid cap space. Because as per this regulation, mid cap ends at about 11,000 crores. Between 10 to 11,000 crore mid cap ends. Below that, everything is small cap. So that definitely creates a vacuum. We don't have prevalence of small cap funds. Barring 2 or 3, I can't think of many. So the whole industry's money has been pushed into top 250 stocks, and that presents a different set of challenges as far as delivering performance is concerned and generating alpha is concerned. So I think that it will put a kind of lid in terms of the capacity that a fund can manage. That's a good fallout and a not so great fallout because it impacts scalability of products, but on the other hand, it enables fair measurement.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.